안녕하세요. Riding on the Korean wave. Welcome to the Culture Wave. I'm Kwon-Soo-Hwa in Seoul. Explore with us Korea's culture from all aspects with K-entertainment, K-people, K-literature, K-everything. And for today's show, we will do all of that with our co-host Bella Kim. Welcome, Bella.
Hi, Soa, and hello, everyone. I'm Bella Kim, your co-host for Tuesdays and Thursdays on the Culture Wave. Today, I have a fully packed K-entertainment news ready for you guys. So, including I have the BTS stories. So, you guys stay tuned until the end.
Oh, I cannot wait for that. But first, we have some news regarding K-literature. The surprise Nobel Prize win by South Korean author Kang is revitalizing Korea's publishing industry, an area that has been slumping in the face of advanced technology and digitalization. Printing and binding companies are burning the midnight oil to meet the explosive demand for Han's books, but fatigue is not a concern for them. Our Han Da-eun takes us to the scene.
A printing company in Paju City, Gyeonggi-do Province. A massive printing press continuously churns out sheets of paper filled with tightly packed text from early in the morning. These are parts of Nobel Prize laureate Kang's I Do Not Bid Farewell, a story about the Jeju April 3rd uprising and massacre. Since the announcement of Han's surprise Nobel Prize win, requests for tens of thousands of copies have poured in, prompting staff to work against the clock without a moment's rest. But they're more thrilled than ever, and exhaustion is not a concern.
We're busy printing books by the author Han Kang. While it can be quite tiring, we hope to receive more orders like this.
Similar scenes are unfolding at a bookbinding company next door, where the entire staff is working emergency shifts, striving to complete the books that readers are eagerly awaiting, including Kang's The Vegetarian and Human Acts. They have expedited the binding process, reducing it from 7 days to just 2.
We were largely idle because we had no work to do, but now we're swamped. I hope the era of paper books is making a comeback.
Meanwhile, public interest and admiration for Nobel laureate Kang continue to grow. Congratulatory flowers are being sent to her home, while visitors flock to a bookstore run by Han, though it has been temporarily closed. Others have opted to visit Paju, Korea's city of books, amid the rising interest in literature and Korean authors.
I read novels a lot, and when I'm fully immersed in books, I forget where I am and begin my own adventure.
The excitement surrounding Kang's historic Nobel Prize win has ignited Korea's passion for literature, inspiring many to embrace the charm of traditional paper books and explore the limitless realm of creativity. Han Da-eun, Arirang News.
Oh, I really hope I could be there out like on a picnic and read some books on bean bags. And I really hope that this trend will be a very long-lasting one, especially with the overflow of, mobile devices, smartphones, and you can read all those digital contents not on paper books, but elsewhere. So speaking of which, Bella, do you prefer reading paper books or ebooks?
Well, to be honest, I don't read a lot of books on a daily basis, but when I do read often, I definitely read paper books. How about you, Soa?
I have never ever tried to read an ebook, and I think I won't for a long time. I really don't want paper books to disappear.
Right.
And actually there are numerous studies that show that reading from printed paper is better for comprehension skills and also learning skills for children.
I have actually never read ebooks either. I also feel like reading ebooks won't actually feel like reading. It will just feel like watching something on an electronic device.
Right, especially because you don't have the smell of paper,
yes,
right?
I know.
love
and
that.
like that gesture of, flipping the papers. So, I don't read too much. I told you already. How about you? How often do you read, or how much books do you read on average?
That's a good question because every year in my New Year's resolution, I put in read a lot.
That's
but
good.
I think each year I read less and less. But Bella, do you know how the average number is regarding people who read books in Korean? How many books do you think a Korean reads on average?
Not a lot, I believe, because of the electronic devices and all the SNS going viral. I feel like reading books, the number is going down.
That's correct, because the Culture Ministry says the average number of books adults in Korea read last year was 3.9, so less than 4. And in 2013, it was 12.9, so almost 13. So that's a big difference. But I can imagine that next year the number may rise due to the recent increase in people trying to grab those books by Kang.
Exactly. We should definitely contribute to those figures.
Good idea. And our next report will contribute in spreading K-culture or K-attire. A captivating showcase of Korea's traditional dress Hanbok took place in Insadong, Central Seoul. Our Lee explores what it means to adapt traditional clothing for everyday modern use.
Korea's traditional clothing, Hanbok, embodies a distinct beauty. One brand that brings this beauty into everyday life is Sundaum, which means expressing one's natural beauty by preserving the distinct lines of Hanbok. Sundaum's director Kim Jong-sun believes this is how Hanbok's charm is maintained.
So using modern fabrics, this design uniquely blends traditional knots to add distinctive points to the hair, sleeves, and other elements. Whether it's everyday Hanbok or traditional Hanbok, there are essential elements that must remain unchanged.
Hanbok is also worn in daily life as showcased in this exhibition, which highlights both its artistic appeal and contemporary interpretations with participation from over 30 brands. Every year, Insadong hosts a vibrant cultural, antique, and art event, and this year the Hanbok Fair made its debut as an exciting addition to the event.
We are here to get married on 19 this month, and we're going to have a traditional wedding in Hanbok. That's really beautiful, and I think that it's from the past, but it's really living today. And
this exhibition features stunning designs that capture the spirit of today's fashion while respecting tradition. And what better way to celebrate this fusion than with an exciting fashion show? Get ready to be inspired by modern Hanbok designs that challenge convention and redefine style. This Hanbok fashion show is a meaningful runway experience for the models, as wearing traditional Korean clothing is a special honor for them. In fact, many of them would love to wear Hanbok in their everyday lives.
Absolutely yes, because who wouldn't? Because the color is really beautiful, and especially it's really comfy. I heard that people don't really wear hanbok in their daily life because it's kind of uncomfortable, but this hanbok is really comfortable.
The Hanbok Fair, which wrapped up on Sunday, is an event where the value and beauty of hanbok can be appreciated in various ways.
The female model looked beautiful in her tweed-inspired dress. It made me think it would be nice to try wearing hanbok in everyday life.
Adapting to modern trends could be one of the most effective ways to uphold the hanbok tradition, preserving its meaning and ensuring it remains alive for many years to come. Lee, Arirang News.
Time for some K-entertainment news with Bella Kim. Bella, you earlier gave us a hint on one of your stories that you have prepared for us.
Yes, so the first story for today is exciting news for all K-pop fans, especially BTS fans' armies. BTS member J-Hope will soon complete his mandatory military service and is set to be discharged this Thursday. His agency, Big Hit Music, asked fans to refrain from, visiting the site on the day of J-Hope's discharge. J-Hope enlisted in April of last year, becoming the second BTS member after Jin to join the military. And he has been serving as an instructor at the 36th Infantry Division's Recruit Training Center in Wonju, Gangwon-do Province.
So fans must be really excited for that. And although they have been asked to not make visits to this site, they do have prepared something to celebrate his discharge.
Yes, you're correct. So J-Hope's fans created a special bench garden named the J-Hope Forest 2 in Seoul, first located in Seongdong-gu district here in the capital, to commemorate his upcoming military discharge. This is actually not the first time that the fans have prepared these activities. Last October, actually, they created the original J-Hope Forest Bench Garden as a donation project.
So that must be really touching, not only for J-Hope, but also for all of the ARMY fans, because it's going to be another location they can check out here in Seoul. But speaking of BTS, we briefly talked about Jin's Super Tuna yesterday with Walter.
Yes, Super Tuna.
But you also have some thrilling, exciting news regarding Jin again.
Yes, this news will definitely give ARMYs a huge endorphin rush. BTS member Jin will release his debut solo album, Happy, on November 15th. His first solo album is inspired by his journey to discover true happiness, and this album will have 6 tracks in total.
That's truly going to be happiness for his fans.
Yes.
And we're going to continue with some happy news also related to K-pop.
It sure is. 17 made their long-awaited comeback on Monday. Their 12th mini album, Spill the Feels, conveys the message to trust one another, share emotions, and trust in one another, share emotions, and find relief in resolving some problems. And the title track for this album is Love, Money, Fame.
And the album, you can see some of the music video here.
Yes, it's right here,
new.
coming out on the screen. Yes, that's the newly released music video. So the title song is Love, Money, Fame, and the album has already reached nearly 3.5 million pre-orders.
Wow.
That's a lot. And 17 also kicked off their world tour, 17 right here in Seoul last weekend, and they'll be going around the globe, including the US, Japan, and the Philippines, to meet global 17 fans, carrots.
Nice. So parrots, please make sure to check that on your calendars.
Yes, for sure.
And now I'm really super excited about the final story today, because that was news that made you and I both very excited.
Exactly. The anticipated news that you have been waiting for, that I have been waiting for, and I'm sure many, many viewers have been waiting for. Culinary Class Wars Season 2 is officially confirmed! Yes.
Wow, that is really exciting news. And because there were many questions regarding whether the season 2 has been confirmed or not, and also if it's going to be released, when that's going to be. So do you have the details?
Yes, now I can finally answer those questions. Netflix has officially confirmed the production of season 2 of the Culinary Class Wars, also known as 흑백 요리사 in Korean. This show was the first Korean variety show to top Netflix global non-English TV category for 3 consecutive weeks. Now, season 2 is currently scheduled for release in the second half of 2025, which is next year, and it is set to return with even fiercer battles in the kitchen. So if you enjoyed Culinary Class Wars just like we did, make sure you guys stay tuned until next year.
Next year, wow, a whole year to wait, but I guess it's going to be worth the wait.
Oh,
and
it will definitely be worth it.
We're going to have Squid Game 2 coming up before that. So we have lots to wait for. So thank you very much, Bella, for those Enter News.
You're very welcome.
And now time to check what's making headlines in other culture-related news with our AI anchor, Ari.
Hello and welcome to the Culture Wave AI News. I am Ari, your AI guide to the latest in cultural news and information, with a special focus on all things Korea. Let's jump into our first story of the day. Amid the Hanbok fever sweeping across Korea, films based on novels authored by the Nobel Prize laureate will be re-released in theaters. Starting this Thursday, 2 films, The Vegetarian and Scars, both directed by Lee Moo-sung, will be showcased in 45 CGV theaters nationwide. The films were released back in 2010 and 2011 respectively. The annual Kim Il-sung Literary Festival will be held from Thursday to Saturday at Kim's birthplace in Chuncheon, Gangwon-do Province. The coveted Kim Il-sung Literary Award, previously won by Nobel Prize laureate Han Kang in 2018, will be presented during the festival. Participants can also enjoy a variety of events, performances, and literary exhibitions. Late author Kim Il-sung is considered the pioneer of modern Korean short fiction. How about immersing yourself in Korea's beautiful autumn nights and rich cultural heritage in the southeastern city of Gyeongju? The city will host the Cultural Heritage Night Tour this Friday and Saturday, offering diverse programs packed with cultural events, drawing on Gyeongju's unique heritage, mythology, and folklore. The event promises tourists a captivating array of historical and cultural experiences. The Korea Foundation will host an academic forum in Poland, a key player in Central and Eastern Europe, aimed at establishing a regional network for Korean studies. Scheduled for Tuesday at the University of Warsaw, the forum will primarily focus on expanding networks among scholars and sharing insights on current trends in Korean studies. And that's all from me. I'll be back with more at the same time tomorrow. See you then. It's time for Hallyu People, a segment where we connect to our special correspondents abroad to give us a peek into the Korean wave in their respective countries or where they are currently located. Today, we head to Hungary, a country with strong affection for Korean culture. We connect live to Yoo Hae-ryung, director of the Korean Cultural Center in Hungary, who will introduce us to various events through which Hungarians experience the Korean culture up close. Hello, Director Yoo.
Hello.
Hello, nice to see you all.
Thanks for joining us. So in February, you were appointed as the director of the Korean Cultural Center in Hungary. So could you sense the popularity of the Korean wave there right upon arrival? And if yes, in what way?
Well, even before I came here, I was aware of the popularity of Korean culture in Hungary because I knew that Hungary was the first European country to broadcast the TV drama 대장금, The Jewel in the Palace. And after I came here, I was even more surprised that Korean culture is so popular here, especially the Korean food. I met so many people who told me that they love kimchi and they eat kimchi every day. And even there are some people who make their own kimchi at home. And my first gift that I received from my Hungarian friend was also kimchi. And one day, I just opened up my Google map to see how many Korean restaurants and bars are here in Budapest. It was more than 30, and it's a huge number.
Wow, that is pretty amazing. And as far as I know, Hungarians take a lot of pride in their culture and traditions. So how was it possible for Korean culture to get the attention it enjoys today in a country like Hungary?
Well, I think there are several reasons for that, but Hungarian culture and Korean culture share a lot of things in common. For example, Hungary was invaded by many neighboring countries, often throughout the history as Korea did. And in that way, there was a lot of interaction among the cultures and that they developed the sense to accept other cultures. And Hungarian culture is very family-oriented culture, similar to Korean ones. And food-wise, they love to eat garlics, peppers, and paprika. So I think Hungarian people found a lot of similarities from the Korean cultures, and when they watch Korean movies or drama, they find something very relatable to their own lives. And personally, I think people who have high self-esteem are likely to respect other cultures as well.
That's very interesting. Now, I also have a question for you, Director Yu. Recently, the 2024 Mokuji Korea Festival took place in Budapest. What's like the festival about for people who don't know about this festival? And what's kind of like the launch behind back in 2020?
Yes, the Mokuji Festival was held in Budapest on 6 October, and the word Mokuji is a Korean word which means festival or gathering or party. So you can imagine that the Mokuji Festival is a cultural festival that you can experience the wide spectrum of Korean culture, such as K-food, K-pop, and fashion and cosmetics. And this festival was launched in 2020, and it is held in different countries every year. So far, it was held in America, Malaysia, Uzbekistan, and Mexico, and this time was Hungary. And I think it is a great opportunity to the Korea fans because, well, you know, most of the festivals and cultural events were concentrated in Western Europe and America. So I think this was the right moment to have this kind of festival in Hungary.
I see. And Director Yu, from quiz shows on Korean culture to K-food, K-beauty, K-fashion, and K-drama experiences, there was something for everyone who is into Korean culture at the festival. And not to forget K-pop performances. So what were some of the points you focused on when preparing this event, and how was the response from visitors?
Well, the Korean Cultural Center organized events such as kimchi cooking class and K-pop random play dance and K-beauty show. We prepared those events because these are the things that Hungarian people will immediately think about when they hear about Korean culture. And yes, there were many audience and visitors who came to our booth and the stage. And not only from Hungary, there were many people from the neighboring European countries. And it was very impressive to see them actively get involved with many events. But especially, I cannot forget the K-pop random play dance because there were so many young people who gathered together and danced together. And it was amazing to me because it seemed that they remember every choreography of the K-pop songs.
And now the Mokuji Korea is, I heard it's not an only cultural event, but it's also like a venue for companies to showcase their products, such as beauty and food as well. To what extent has the interest in the Korean culture affected the interest in Korean products in Hungary?
Yes, there were many company booths showcase their products such as food and cosmetics and even the smart home appliances. And I think people really like Korean products because those are the things that they might have seen in Korean dramas or movies. And surprisingly, this time, the most popular booth was that of Korean Airlines. The Korean Airlines started their direct flight service since 2020, and Korean Airlines brought the actual business class seats so people can sit on it and take a selfie as if they were traveling to Korea in business class. And also the fake tickets to Korea were given to them. And I think to the people who dreamed of visiting Korea, it could be a very thrilling and exciting event to them. And well, who knows, someday they can buy the actual ticket to visit Korea.
Wow, that sounds very interesting experience. Now let's move on to a unique project that the Korean Culture Center in Hungary is ambitiously preparing. It's an idol project, I heard?
Yes, it is. It is called the KCC Idol Project, and the aim of the project was to select idol members and make a group and make their debut in the music festival. So we held an audition and selected 6 members. And the main goal of this project was to provide a fun challenge to them because we didn't want it to make this event just a one-time competition. So we gave them a goal, making their debut in the music festival, and they actually did. They danced in the Seagate Music Festival, and they opened the Mokuji Idol concert. They danced in front of thousands of people, and they really did an amazing job. So I think throughout this experience, well, they really enjoyed it, and they developed with this project as well.
It really must have been an unforgettable memory, and we're looking forward to many more of these kinds of groups, and maybe also groups where Koreans and Hungarians are all together in a group. So that's really exciting news there from the project. But also, Director Yu, from K-pop now to K-movies, the 17th Korean Film Festival is well underway in Budapest. Please give us an introduction to this one as well.
Yes, the Korean Film Festival is currently going on in Budapest for a week. This Korean Film Festival was started in the year 2007, and at that time it was a small event called Korean Film Week. But now it is the biggest Korean film festival in Central and Eastern Europe. And this year we are screening 23 movies, which includes the recent release ones such as Exuma or The Spring Day in Seoul. And we also have independent and short films. And this year we invited the movie art director, Mr. Cho Ha-sung, who is well known for his movie Hansan, the Namsan의 부장, the Man Standing Next. And we are having a lot of audience this time. And the opening of this festival was Exuma, and the tickets were all sold out.
Lastly, we would like to have you share any other K-culture events that the Korean Cultural Center is planning.
Yeah, in the rest of the year, we are going to invite 4 Korean specialists. And we are going to give a lecture to the Hungarian audience, and the topic will cover from AI to art and science. And also this year, we are sponsoring the publication of a book which is introducing the good pairing between Korean cuisine and Hungarian wine, because Hungary is also known for its amazing wines. So by promoting this book, we believe we can also promote Korean food culture and also combined with Hungarian wine culture.
We're going to keep an eye on that. So thank you very much to Director Yu Hae-ryung from the Korean Cultural Center in Hungary.
Thank you very much.
And thank you, Bella, for today.
My pleasure.
Thank you for spending the past half an hour with us on the Culture Wave, and hope you join us again on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Korea time, and maybe one day here in Korea.